Hi, I'm Isaac, and I will be, I'm on the negative side, debating against Octavio's claims for legal, promoting the legalization of marijuana. His first claims were that it brings in economic revenue. If you legalize marijuana in all states federally, and naturally legalize marijuana, you're assuming that everyone's going to have the same turnout as Colorado. Not everyone in every state smokes marijuana, so states will not know how much marijuana to increase in stock. So if there's a state that does not have a lot of marijuana smokers, they're losing money just for having a lot of marijuana. And this is from the Hudson Post, who said that if marijuana becomes legal, the supply will most likely increase, but it is uncertain by how much, if at all. The demand would increase. If the demand would increase, this would cause the market price of, if the demand would decrease, this would cause the market price of marijuana to decline, lowering the projected revenue from both sales and taxes. He also mentions that it would it would stop racial violence or racism having to do with marijuana, and he also made some points about creating jobs. But according to the Colorado and California proposition, you'd actually be limiting the amount of people who want to sell marijuana through racism as well. And it says here in Colorado, one of the requirements for getting a license to sell medical or recreational cannabis is that you don't have a controlled substance felony conviction on your record, and that includes marijuana. And about and black people are far more likely to have such a criminal record. Not only will it not decrease racial violence, because that's assuming that a police officer will no longer target an African American or a Mexican for possession of marijuana. If marijuana was legal, a corrupt police officer would just most likely find another reason to arrest a minority. And early in the semester, we heard a speech where black people were being targeted for not wearing seatbelts. So this would also cost a lot of money, because there would be a lot of money needed to enforce these laws. People would need to be paid. Marijuana would be the money to have to be paying those enforcements. And for courtroom cases for people who have offended the laws of marijuana that you're proposing. And he also argues about that Colorado is doing well with revenue. Colorado is not swimming in marijuana money. And according to the Denver Post, Colorado makes about $77 million out of marijuana, out of the $2.6 billion that they spend. And most of that money isn't going to something useful as paying teachers, paying for textbooks. It's paid for rehabilitation and courtroom cases and enforcement and drug education, which is not helping the problem that you claim you're going to solve. Marijuana is also not healthy, or is not better than cigarettes or tobacco and alcohol, because according to in the Nozine, marijuana does have a lot of marijuana has about 50% more cancer-causing agents than a regular tobacco cigarette. They also contain double the amount of carcinogens than a tobacco cigarette. They also can produce daily coughs, chronic bronchitis, more frequent chest colds, injured lung structure, pneumonia, and increased risk of lung or oral cancer. That's very well much more or just as dangerous as tobacco cigarettes. Also, marijuana impairs judgment and impairs memory, which is also the effects of alcohol. So it is sort of silly to say that it's safer than tobacco or alcohol when they have almost the same effects as alcohol and cigarettes combined. And that's all I have. Thank you.